Hey, you goobers. Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Last time, let's see, what did we do? We met our first two classmates, whose names I do not quite remember. And, yeah, now I guess we're just, doing something else. Let's just get right into it. But before we do, I'm gonna make sure I fucking know how long this fucking recording goes. There we go. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. Oh, I'm going to the nurse's office, that's right. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. Ooh, good door opening sound effect. The room is not large, and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around in his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils and used needles, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Hello there! What can I do for you today? He is young-looking and sort of rugged, and he sounds like some kind of TV announcer, but the dimples in his cheeks... Whoa, what the fuck is with that bass? Y'all hearing that? Is there some fucking, like, fat bass happening right now? I don't know. Jesus, okay. And the horn section. Wow, okay. Sorry, that threw me for a loop. But the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation, and he snaps his fingers to the sweet, sweet jazz music playing in the background. Is he trying to, like, seduce me? My god. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. His eyes. I don't like that. Don't give me that look. I don't like that. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia related genital heart muscle deficiency, right? I don't like the way he says genitals. He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. This music's really fucking loud. Hold on, Jesus. Ooh. Yes? Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. You see, it's a school, you big dummy. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. Get it? It's a joke. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. You mean left wondering? Come on, game. Jesus, learn to write. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Especially since he's trying to seduce me. Now let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. I find the jazz band that's in the corner, just laying down this sweet tune. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for the arrhythmia, but just remember to take your pills every morning and evening or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that. At least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I asked a girl out, and then I got like real nervous, and I just fucking like passed out, man. It was weird. Anyway, I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Yeah, I don't like his face in general, my god. He was looking at me like some kind of concerned Brock. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming? Maybe. There's a pool here. So I was told. You were! Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger like Sonic the Hedgehog to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good! That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. Whew, okay. Thank God that's over. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. And again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? What do you mean them? Jeez, dude. One of us? I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost, or stolen by strange men. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, of shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. It's like 911, but backwards. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building. You know, I'm kind of actually curious where, like, they got the pictures for all this stuff. Did they just go on Google image search and find pictures that kind of fit what they needed? Or did they actually have, like, a building they went into? Like, hey, I'm making a visual novel dating sim about, girls who have, you know, disablements. Can I go ahead and take a picture of your hallway? Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. Same goes for the elevators at the ends of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Just the 2 of us. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. Oh my god, look at him. It's Harry Potter. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses.
Who is it?
Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Oh, great. Hisao Nakai? I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. Oh, what's up, dude? The name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it. Still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. Vehement. Oh, there were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. That was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people, too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. Quite the question. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Wow, that is a bed. Oof. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room and personal like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. Someone robbed me. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Well, why would you pin a note to like a sleeve? Just put it on the desk or the bed or something. Okay, whatever. Fuck, Mom and Dad. What voice did I give Dad? Hi, Hichan! We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I'm gonna go get crunk. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day today, too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, pills! Yeah, let's get crunk! The bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents read inside, then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Oh. Was that a doctor that wrote that? A pharmacist, perhaps? My, that's very, succinct. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. Man, your whole body is chemicals. Everything is chemicals. Shut up. You're probably one of those dudes who's all like, ooh, I like to put my feet in a foot bath so it drains all the toxins. Like, oh, fuck you, dude. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. Ooh, that transition, nice. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm, and nest-like against the chill that passes the room temperature here. 4 room temperature here. God, I can't fucking read with a damn. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Whoop. Cool. Am I gonna have weird Mae Borowski dreams? Nope. Is that? Nope. Okay. Fun. I wake up in a strange room. You know, the one I fell asleep in? Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I'd forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the 3rd room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed it's me who's supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating, until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about
the chemistry.
My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose. Yeah. But the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter, and Shizune's sweeping jutsus. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or, perhaps, people like them are what passes for normal around here? Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs? If so, I wonder if I should join one. I'll join the literature club. Doki doki. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decide to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. And she gives me that sweet, sweet silence again. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to bump and grind, the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. Ah! Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hichan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. Remember that thing you were thinking about before? Well, now I'm going to bring it up. Isn't that convenient? A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. And what's the festival about? Misha freezes. Wah! I don't know, Hee-chan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so fuck if I know. She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. My God, the jutsu's on this woman. Huh? Oh. Who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Human beings evolve with each new generation. What the fuck are we talking about? My God. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Okay, stop getting all deep on me. I just asked what the festival is about. Now, it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. Ha 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 ha. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp. Ah! And quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care. We're in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right. Hichan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long, dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl, go, why doesn't he say anything? Hey, Chad, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me after the girl who looking after the girl who left? That is a sentence. That is technically a sentence. No, nothing. Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? Is there supposed to be a name there? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Wait, what? Why would... So there weren't supposed to be quotation marks there. Okay. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Yay! Wahahaha! Okay, Hichan, perfect. The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Yes, it is, Hichan. Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune? I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, Shizune can't hear me. But it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. This fucking music, goddamn, it just gets crazy out of nowhere. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Are you sure, Hichan? Very sure. Ha ha ha! You're wrong, Hichan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Wah ha 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 ha! Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? Haha, that's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I liked to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Okay, well, that's probably a good time to stop this, since we are now at the cafeteria. Yeah, this game, I don't know. I enjoy it. I think it's kind of charming, but I'm not huge into visual novels. Kind of waiting for that moment where this game really catches me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know a few of you have said that you like this game. Yeah, I guess we'll see where it goes next time on Lotus Fire Studio. Bye-bye.